Welcome to a deep dive into the profound passages of the book of Job, specifically chapters 24 to 27. In these chapters, Job continues his dialogue, grappling with the nature of human suffering and divine justice. In chapter 24, Job questions the apparent injustices in the world. He observes that the wicked often thrive while the righteous suffer, asking why God seems absent. He lists various injustices, from the orphan and widow being neglected to the poor suffering in darkness. Here, Job challenges the belief that prosperity is always a reward for righteousness. Moving on to chapter 25, we see Bildad's response. Bildad, offering a brief argument, emphasizes God's majesty and the insignificance of humans. He paints a picture of divine order where even the moon and stars are imperfect in God's sight. He implies that if celestial bodies are flawed, how much more are humans? Bildad's words, although true in highlighting God's greatness, fail to comfort Job or address the complexities of his suffering. In chapter 26, Job responds with sarcasm, criticizing his friends for their lack of support. He vividly praises God's power over the natural world. Job describes God's might in creation, illustrating his control over the heavens and earth. His words paint an awe-inspiring image of God's strength, even as he struggles with his own unanswered questions. This reflects Job's deep understanding and reverence for God's power, despite his confusion. Finally, in chapter 27, Job reaffirms his integrity and commitment to righteousness. He boldly declares his innocence and vows to maintain his integrity until death. Job's speeches contrast his steadfast faithfulness against the backdrop of suffering and misunderstanding. Despite his turmoil, he stands firm in his conviction, believing that he will ultimately be vindicated. These chapters confront us with profound questions about justice, suffering, and faith. Job's story invites a reflection on how we perceive and endure trials, urging us to find faith and integrity even in the face of life's most challenging moments. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of the Book of Job. If you found this analysis insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into biblical texts. From Doodle Divine, aspiring to make the Bible more alive, be blessed.